Vancouver Public Schools earns major honors all around.
We are so lucky to be here.
See which schools, students, and staff are recognized for excellence. Plus, younger students put their best foot forward for a Vancouver tradition. And what's better than a little fresh air and exercise? The effort to get more kids on two wheels. Hello and welcome to Inside Vancouver Public Schools. I'm Nick Voll. Sarah J. Anderson Elementary School wins one of the biggest honors the state can give. We went down there to see what they're doing so well and discovered it's not just one thing.
Well, I already knew that I worked at the best school in the state, but now it's official.
Sarah J. Anderson Elementary is the only school this year to be selected by the state superintendent's office as a Washington Innovative School. It all starts with attitude.
From a parent point of view and also from a teacher point of view, I feel like you're a part of a real team.
We have 800 students. I don't just have 20 students. I have 800 students, and that I, care about.
But of course, it takes more than just caring. It takes a solid plan. Part of Anderson's is the No Excuses University program, which teaches kids that anyone can go to college if they work hard enough.
There's no thought of I'm graduating from elementary school, middle school, or high school. It's just we're on a path to get to college.
Whether or not they end up going to college, it's just the idea that we want to make sure that they're college ready so that they can have more choices.
Another opportunity for choice at Anderson is its dual language program. Students learn in 50% English and 50% Spanish. Heather Scogan has 2 children in the program and has seen its impact.
They have both benefited so much from this program, not just learning a different language, but they've also been exposed to different cultures, Spanish-speaking cultures, and that's been wonderful for our family.
The classes mix native English speakers who are learning Spanish and native Spanish speakers.
They're learning English, but they're all in the same boat. It's not just them learning English, they're all in the same boat learning a different language. So,
for students whose language skills aren't up to par, the school is using Imagine Learning. This educational software lets teachers target specific areas where individual students need help. Teachers have seen major improvements, especially in English language learners.
At Voll, it was 7% of our ELL students were reading on grade level. Now it's 65%. So that's huge.
These kinds of improvements are why Washington targeted Anderson for accolades and why parents like Crystal Rivera are so loyal. She is in a military family.
My husband actually got transferred out of state, and we actually chose to keep the kids here. So that's how much we like the school.
Winning an award is great for the school, but as staff members repeatedly point out, that's not the real prize.
It's just a really great place to be, and okay, it's great that we're recognized by the state, but I just feel fortunate to be able to work here.
Vancouver School of Arts and Academics is the only other school in Clark County to have earned this designation. And speaking of VSAA, 2 Vancouver schools are named among the best in the nation. U.S. News & World Report listed Vancouver School of Arts and Academics and Skyview High School in its annual ranking. VSAA was named the 11th best school in the state and 620th in the country. Skyview came in at 52nd in the state and 1,925th in the country. Both earned silver medals. More than 29,000 public schools are evaluated for this honor. It's not just schools being honored. A VPS employee is named one of the very best in the state. Ed Sawyer, an instructional technology facilitator, earned the Regional Classified Employee of the Year award handed out by the state superintendent's office. Sawyer's job is to help teachers implement technology into the classroom. He's been instrumental in the district's one-to-one device program, which puts iPads, laptops, and other devices in the hands of students.
It's really exciting to be part of that and to kind of be recognized for some of the groundwork that was done to really get us to where we're at in a one-to-one, like kind of leading some of these pilots and seeing these areas where the technology could really make a difference.
Although he didn't win the State Employee of the Year honor, Sawyer was recognized alongside other regional winners at a special ceremony in the Capitol building in Olympia. He's the 2nd VPS employee to earn the honor in the past 3 years. 3 Vancouver teenagers are named National Merit Scholars from left to right on your screen. Jessica Akea of Columbia River High School, Samir Sen of Skyview High School, and Jason Anderson, also from Columbia River. These 3 were among only 2,500 from around the nation. They've earned $2,500 college scholarships. Young dancers put on a show at Vancouver School of Arts and Academics. Tara Cox reports from the 18th annual VPS Dance Festival.
Many of the elementary and middle school students performing in the 18th annual Vancouver Public Schools Dance Festival have never been on stage like the one at the Durst Theatre.
It was scary but also fun. I felt like everyone was staring at me.
Students from 4 elementary and 4 middle schools perform a matinee for their peers and an evening performance for mom and dad.
Coming and performing in front of everyone, I think it's a really good experience to get everyone used to crowds.
It's also a chance for students to learn from each other.
I love how we all get to share and exchange dances with each other because it's cool to see what the other schools have been doing while we're learning something else.
These middle schoolers have been a part of the festival for years.
I remember watching all the older kids coming or dancing for us.
As elementary students, they were awestruck, just like this young dancer now.
I always want to be them. I always want to do the dance that they're doing because it looks a lot of fun.
And that's really the point. Kids having fun, learning, and expressing themselves.
I like just being able to be myself when I dance and not having to be someone else or be what other people think I am. So I feel like when I dance, I can just kind of let it all go. So
I love how free I feel when I dance. Nobody can judge me because that's my thing. They have their own thing, that's my thing.
That's true for more experienced dancers and for the newbies too. As soon as they get past those nerves, that is.
Once I got up on the stage and did the dance, I felt happy and excited that I did that.
Inside Vancouver Public Schools, I'm Tara Cox.
Thanks, Tara. Stay tuned after this episode for a sampling of the student performances. You can also see the matinee show in its entirety on Comcast Channel 328. To see the listings, go to esd112.org/TV, etc. High school students take part in another annual tradition, one that raises a lot of money for charity. 3 VPS high schools held their annual pageants. The Mr. and Mrs. Skyview pageant took home a whopping total this year, nearly $93,000. All of that money goes to Make-A-Wish, which grants requests from seriously ill children. Senior boys and girls raised money, then competed in a variety of categories to earn a crown. Hot on Skyview's heels was the pageant over at Columbia River High School. Students competing for Mr. and Ms. CR raised more than $83,000 for Dornbecker Children's Hospital, which cares for sick kids. This is one of the biggest events of the year at River, and the seniors who competed worked really hard. So too did the contestants in the Mr. Hudson's Bay contest. These students raised money for Dornbecker also, more than $24,000 in total. The pageant has been going strong at Bay since 1994 as part of the Kids Making Miracles program. Congratulations to all of the students across Vancouver who are making such a big difference for the lives of children. In May, students put rubber on the road as part of the national Ride Your Bike to School Day. Clark County Public Health teamed up with Walnut Grove Elementary School to put on a special safety event called Walk and Roll. We asked a Walnut Grove student to check things out for us.
Hi, I'm Ireland McMullen, and I'm a 5th grader at Walnut Grove Elementary. Today is National Bike to School Day, and that's exactly what I'm going to do.
How are you doing today? Good. Good.
You want to park it in the bike rack right over here and come back? So we're encouraging kids and students to get out, walk to school or bike to school, and to think about safety.
How do you guys stay safe when you're crossing the street or just riding your bikes?
It's looking both ways before you cross, and when the sign says stop, you have to be patient and wait on your side to cross.
The number one thing we want to see is to see everybody wearing their helmets. Number 2 is when you're riding your bike next to traffic, you should be going the same way as the cars. So you ride on the right side of the road, and you have to obey all the same rules that cars do, which means you have to stop at stop signs, at stop lights, and you also need to learn your turn signals. The other thing is that you should wear bright colored clothing or reflective slap bracelets like we were giving out, so that it'll help reflect the light so drivers can see you better.
So why should kids ride their bikes to school? Why is it a good idea?
Well, we want everybody to be physically active at least 60 minutes every day.
Why do you think riding your bike to school is a good thing to do?
It gives you exercise and it's fun. I think it's great for fresh air and exercise.
This event's almost over and I've got to get to class. Inside Vancouver Public Schools, I'm Ireland.
Thanks, Ireland. Finally, students from Eleanor Roosevelt Elementary School hit the road themselves to share a bit of U.S. history.
We mutually pledge to each other our lives, our fortunes, and our sacred honor.
In an annual tradition, students in Ann Smith's 5th grade challenge class walked from the classroom over to the district administration building next door. They read aloud the Declaration of Independence, dressed as our founding fathers. Ms. Smith's students do this each year as part of their unit on U.S. history, and it's always a highlight for staff members. And that's about it for us. Thank you for watching Inside Vancouver Public Schools. You can see more news from the district online. Just head to www.vansd.org/newscenter on your screen there for the very latest. Until next time, I'm Nick Voll.